Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host, LovelyCheesePizza here. I'm back! Or at least my voice is all the way, so yes. That experiment in horrible voice acting has come to a conclusion, even though I wasn't acting. That was a legitimate problem that faced this country. And now it is no more, for my recuperation is almost complete. Yes. I'm feeling like, I'm going to say I'm like 98.5% better. I still got, as you may or may not be able to hear it right now, but I have like a little bit of congestion up in my nasal cavity right now, so that's still a little bit of an issue that plagues my life. But in the broad spectrum of things, my sore throat is finally gone. Oh my god, that was easily the worst part of the whole kit and caboodle, as you guys had heard. No longer am I plagued with sounding like somebody took just like a gunny sack full of like jagged ass rocks, and they were just like vigorously rubbing it up and down my trachea, thus making my voice sound like I had, progressed about 75 years in age, and I was doing like voiceover work for horror movies or something. It was pretty bad. It was really bad, and so that was kind of my nightmare in my life for about 4 days. And then all of a sudden it just went away, and it just like migrated up into my face instead, and so it did pretty much what it always does. It did what it always does. It starts with the throat, shoots up into it does like the splitting move where it goes up half into my sinus and half into my chest, and I get the coughing crap, and then the nasal crap is what usually ends up remaining over it all. So here we are. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good overall, actually. I mean, I've had plenty of energy today. I'm a little bit tired now, though. I think to be expected marginally. Oh, I saw a berserk box. Oh, who's gonna get punched in the face this evening? Oh, baby. Somebody's gonna get it good, I tell ya. Oh, yes. I need the satisfaction of punching. I must have it. Yes. Yes. Oh, God. There is nothing more satisfying than just the knowledge that you have complete invulnerability, and you can just run out into an area and you can just bash your foes' faces in with your bare hands like that. There's nothing better than that, that is like one of the ultimate, most satisfying things. It is lovely. Here we go. So, yeah, dude, speaking of things that are extremely gratifying, by the way, I just got done watching The Equalizer, which, by the way, where the hell have I been? Because that did not come out, last week. I mean, that's been out for a while, and I had totally forgotten to see it. I mean, I had a lot of different opportunities, but other things came up and I never got to see it. And so I got out of the shower and my parents were watching it, and I was like, oh, dude, I gotta check this out. I've gotta see this thing. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna say it's the best action movie I've ever seen, because I think that would probably be me living in the moment a little bit too much. That might be a little bit too preemptive, maybe a bit lofty. But that's got to be one of the best action movies that I've seen in a while, in a fairly significant amount of time. Like, there were some things in there that I have never seen before, and it was awesome. I'm not going to spoil them all for you. If you haven't seen the movie before, I highly suggest you pause this video, get up off your ass, and go watch that now. I'm giving you permission. I'm giving you permission to go away from my video to go watch that and then come back and watch this. Like, that is the level of regard that I have for this thing, because it was great. I saw some murders / deaths in there that I couldn't even have fathomed them necessarily. They were pretty wild. Like, I'm not going to list them all, but a couple of them that stuck out in my head was a guy got like a shot glass shoved through his eye, and there was another guy that got like one of those wine corkscrews shoved right through the bottom of his mouth up through his tongue. And there was a guy that got strung up in a Home Depot using some high tensile wire. like barbed wire, and there was a guy that got like a power drill through the back of the head, and there was a guy that got nail gunned to death. Oh my god! And like one of the most badass disarmings I've ever seen of a guy, doing the thing where he points the gun at you, and he did like the immediate disarm where he grabbed the gun and flipped it back around on him. It was so tight. Oh man, if you're looking for a movie that you can watch it, and it's a little over the top, I will admit that it is definitely a little crazy. But if you're looking for a movie that's just got like one of the best displays of complete and total badassery, then look no further. Not to mention it's a Denzel movie, and Denzel movies pretty much never fail to be awesome. In my book, he is one of my absolute favorite actors that are alive on this planet. He makes such a good everything. He's never been in a role I didn't like. Oh my god. And also weird, the movie also had Chloe Grace Moretz in it, and she looked like, I know that movie didn't come out that long ago, but she looked like she was like 10 in this movie. Like, I don't know how old she is. I know she's I saw her in the trailer for that like Fifth Wave movie or whatever the hell it is, about like the aliens, that kind of reminds me a little bit of like Super 8, kind of, sort of. I know she's in that, and she's got blonde hair in there, which makes her look exponentially older, which is why it kind of threw me off that I saw her in here, nonetheless playing a prostitute. that was a kind of a weird moment, but yeah, well, worse things have happened. I mean, we saw what became of Miley Cyrus's life, and that's the one that probably really gets people the most. You go from being a Disney Channel star to being an absolute piece of revolting garbage that even your own parents are disappointed about, and that is not good. that is not good. People can say that Billy Ray Cyrus is okay with that and live your own life, whatever. But I guarantee you that his inner being has absolutely been dashed to rubble. There's no way, no way that he's looking at that like, boy, I have done it. I have done a fantastic job. His achy breaky heart hath really, really gone upside down in the trash, and they're rolling that thing down the pyramid stairs at this point. It is bad. It is very bad. Roll your damn cars, I say. The hell was that? What the hell's going on right now? I'm hearing things, but I'm not seeing things. Look back here. Ah, now I know where it's coming from. I'm almost... I don't know if I want to go in there. Apparently they're really being indecisive about this right now. You go. No, you go. No, stop it. Just die already. Whoever's in there, just die, all right? Somebody's got to pay. Okay, I don't know if I'm comfortable here. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, yeah, we're not going to go in there. That doesn't look like a good place to be. We also don't have the necessary accoutrement for that either. I think I saw the red key thing on that. This room is awesome, by the way. I don't know how I feel about the weird Illuminati triangle over there, but this is a pretty awesome room. This is like gothic chic, kind of modern, all sorts of stuff there. But yeah, dude, oh my god, that movie is awesome. I learned some things, by the way. I learned some things this week about things that really pissed me off about being sick in specific. Oh boy. Okay, we need to cool it with this. We need to cool it with this here. I definitely learned some things this week about stuff that really pisses me off about being sick. The first of which is getting a fever. And I'm not just talking about like your run-of-the-mill fever. It's the fever that you get when you're trying to sleep. It's the one you get when you're trying to sleep, and there's nothing else you can do to cool down. And like, you're too tired and fatigued to get out of bed, and no amount of anything, I'll try to keep the graphicness down there, but no amount of removing particles of clothing and opening the window are going to save you in that endeavor, and so you're pretty much stuck living an existence of just like awkward sweating and then feeling more disgusting about where you're laying down. That, my friend, is awful. Number two, and probably the worst out of all of them, I learned exactly how much taking zinc lozenges pissed me off. For those of you that don't know what it is that the zinc lozenges are going to do for you, welcome to a very, very long-awaited episode of Adam's Health Tips, where you learn shit whether you like it or not. Man, I haven't done one of those in a long time. Shaping, by the way. Got to have the little ping action there. Little ping action pea shooter for your life and your penis and your vagina or whatever it's got to be. Everybody's got to have one for everything. So zinc, when you're sick, what you need it for is to prevent the virus or the bacteria or whatever it is from spreading throughout your system, causing the sickness to worsen and making your life even more retarded. Even though actually being sick doesn't make you retarded, but you know what I'm saying. You know, I don't need to explain myself, for God's sakes. Particularly in the ways of a sore throat, zinc will occupy the receptors in your body that the virus latches onto in order to replicate itself and do all that little, DJ Jazzy Jeff in your body, and it pisses you off and everybody sucks. And so when you take zinc, unfortunately, if you don't have any food with it, man, you're going to be having a puking rally, because it gives you just a formidable sour stomach if you ever had one. And oh god, it sucks. It is not cool. It is not the kind of thing that you write home about, being like, hey guys, look what happened to me. I took this and I ended up puking everywhere and it was awful. The other thing about taking zinc that is by far the worst thing for me is that it messes with your taste buds. Have you no taste buds? What the hell was that all about? A fake button, huh? Now I want to go back to that other room to figure out what the whole freaking kitten skedaddle was all about with this little cup of crap here. Come on, open up. The secret's revealed, but what the hell was it? That, my friends, is the ultimate question. We opened up something, and I don't know what it was. We'll figure it out once we figure it out, I suppose. If we even ever figure it out. That is the other prime question here. What is this entire middle area here? That's something that's been kind of pissing me off here. I don't really know what it's getting at. So I took zinc, altered my taste buds, made everything just taste like metal. Oh, it's the worst. And I still was at a point in my quest of sickness that I was still able to taste things, but because of the fact that I had taken these zinc lozenges, I decided to have some French toast, and it was like the most bittersweet plate of French toast I think I've ever had in my life. Oh my god! Like the initial bite was so good, it was so good. But then it was just completely overshadowed by the entire afternote of it. Just tasting like I just sucked on a roll of pennies or something. Oh, it was so terrible. It's like when you eat fruit striped gum. That first bite, you're just like, oh, this is really good. And then you're just like, oh. It just immediately went away and just turned into this horrifyingly bad experience. Where is this area? I cannot find out how to get to this. And it's really bothering me. Like, I know where I got to that yellow key from, I think. For some reason, it's just, like, not coming to me right now. But I have to know. I've got to figure this out. If I don't find this, it's going to severely just drive me up the wall, and I can't handle it. Where's the yellow door at? That's... You know what? Forget it. I'm not even going to deal with it. It's just pissing me off at this point. It's not even worth my time, I would say. So yeah, dude, it was the ultimate letdown. It was the ultimate letdown. I was not happy with it at all, and it sucked. It legit sucked. But hey, and that happened with I'm still kind of getting a little bit of it. But I mean, it served its purpose. I mean, my sore throat was gone in about 48, maybe 72 hours. So it served the purpose there, but there are better ways. There are definitely better ways of dealing with a sore throat than that, and so now you know. This doesn't look good. This has all the makings of everything that I never wanted. This is not where you want to wake up. I would rather than waking up in a room like this, I would rather wake up somewhere in, like the slums of Venezuela with a bunch of stitches and one of my kidneys gone, laying in like an ice cold like an icy bathtub or something. That is what I would rather deal with than waking up in a room like this. I'll tell you that right the hell now. This is not gonna be good. I mean, I know what's going on here. I do. This is what bosses are made of. And oh boy, we are gonna regret this one. We do have a lot of rockets though, and we're gonna be using those profusely, I will bet you. Oh, okay, I gotta tell you guys this really quick before I run out of time to do it. I've been waiting for a time to be able to use this bad boy. Might as well take advantage of it now. Hey! Oh, yes. Fill me up with rockets, my friends. Yes. Another one of you guys? No? Now you're afraid of me, huh? You're getting cold feet over the matter. Oh, my God. It just doesn't even sound threatening at all. It sounds like hair. It sounds like really cheap Walmart brand hair clippers. That's what it sounds like. Let me cut you to pieces. It just doesn't even sound threatening at all. I love it. Oh boy! All right, yep, you're there. I did not expect you to be in there. You saucy little bastard, you. That is a big boy. He looks like one of the dudes from The Equalizer. Because, yes, there's a guy in The Equalizer that looks like a giant cybernetic demon with a chain gun for an arm. That's most certainly something that I was seeing in there. Hey, you know what? He's confined himself to a room, and he's stupid enough to not shoot at me for some reason. I don't know why the hell he was doing that, but hey, I'm not going to sit here and tell him that what he's doing is the wrong way. If he wants to live his life like that, then he can live his life like that, you know? We live in the United States of America, where, you know, freedom is supposedly the soup du jour, but, you know, apparently, you know, they don't want to let people have it that way all the way necessarily, but that's a different story for another day. And oh, God, I'm so glad we can backdash. That is what really makes the world go round here. Oh boy, how many of these can he take? My God, how many of those, like, right straight to the sternum do you have before you wake up and smell the very poorly made Starbucks coffee, you know? You would think that something's got to give here. There we go. Supercharge will do. A dab will do ya. Brill cream. Yeah, oh God. That's like what double KOs in Street Fighter are made of. You deliver the killing blow and you get stuck with one right in the face. You've done it! The hideous cyber demon lord that ruled the Lost Deimos moonbase has been slain, and you are triumphant. But, where are you? You clamber to the edge of the moon and look down to see the awful truth. Deimos floats above hell itself. You've never heard of anyone escaping from hell, but you'll make the bastards sorry that they ever heard of you. Quickly, you rappel down to the surface of hell. Now, it's time for the final chapter of Doom, Inferno. Yes, indeed, that would be where we are going. However, technically, it's not actually the last episode of this, because we do have Thy Flesh Consumed. But in the original version of the game, Inferno was the last thing available in there. That looks disgusting. Well, I'll tell the story real quick, and then we'll call it good. Oh boy. Yeah, dude, I forgot about hell, man. This place is so cool looking. I know that, you know, for younger gamers, this looks like just like a pixelated mess. And, you know, it kind of is. But, like, back then, when you saw this, you were just like, oh my God. This is intense, you know? You got these crazy, wicked trees or whatever. So real quick, my coworker, he was working the other day, and he had this weird exchange with, well, he didn't have an exchange with this guy, but he got to witness a really weird exchange. So this guy comes in. He was a pretty beefy dude. He was a big guy, and he was looking for stuff to help him, you know, de-stress and calm down, because he's got some anxiety issues. And so he gets him all set up with the good stuff, and you know, he kind of sends him on his way, and everything's fine. Oh no! 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 What the hell? Oh God! Ah! What the? Oh, that wasn't very cool at all. We just got served by hell. Oh, that was not a very nice plate to have. That was a very terrible appetizer. So he gets this guy set up with this stuff, and he sends him on his way. And then later on, within just like, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, he can hear like a whole bunch of crazy yelling going on in the parking lot outside, like right out of his visual spectrum. So he goes over and kind of, you know, takes a peek out the window and opens the door, and the guy that he was helping is sitting in his car, and this other guy just, you know, it kind of looks like a guy that like listened to Insane Clown Posse like way too much in high school and like still does it now, and and this guy is just like yelling and screaming up a storm at him, and like to a point where you can almost barely even understand what he's saying. But when my coworker reenacted this for me, it was so funny. He's like, I'm not even kidding you when I say it. His voice was pretty much almost spot on with this. He's like, whatever you gotta say, you know, I'm in the KKK and white supremacy. You know, you want to sit here and you talk to me like we go right. We get on the back of my motorcycle, go out in the middle of the woods. Too many surveillance cameras around here. You know, we're gonna settle it like men, cause you know this isn't the place to do it. And I keep yelling at me, and he was just like, it just kept on going on and kept on going on. And he's just like. He's like, you better think twice before you think about talking to me like that again. And you know what? I'm done with you. I'm gonna go over to Cricket and pay my phone bill. But fuck you. It was just, and the guy's just sitting there, just totally straight faced over the whole thing. Like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but And then the guy walks across the parking lot over to the Cricket store, which is like right next door to where our store's at. And like there's a girl right outside, and he's like, "Didn't you hear what that guy was saying to me? I'm yelling. I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore. I just hate people." And then he just stormed inside. It's just a guy had like the weirdest voice in the world. And it's like he couldn't even tell that he was like staring his own demise right in the face, because that guy was way bigger than he was. And like if he had decided to snap, that guy was gonna be taking, you know, a one-way ticket down to his own, you know, pearly grave with his teeth up his ass. That's what it was gonna be like, but it didn't happen. But man, it was so weird. And I was like, his voice was really like that? He's like, yeah, dude, it was so funny. I couldn't even believe it. Like, I thought it was like a joke for a minute, but he just kept going with it. It was weird. So yeah, that's what that was. I thought you guys might want to hear that. I don't know why. It wasn't even that funny necessarily, but it was weird. Very weird altogether. So, with that said, my friends, this has been your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching. When we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Doom, we are headed into the quote-unquote final chapter. And so we're going to move through the bowels of hell that's actually pretty well landscaped, I would say. So until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.